All right, this is the Guilford Police Station in Guilford, Connecticut. Hello, I'm Francis Jeffrey, a former resident of Guilford, Connecticut, and I'm back giving my girlfriend here a tour of the town, and I'm professionally trained in doing photography now. And so I know that I have a constitutional right to photograph private houses as long as I do it from the street. But I know that there's also certain stalking and harassment laws that can pertain to doing it to like the same houses on a regular basis, or doing it in such a way that makes the exposure like so the photo is overexposed so you can see the interior of the house.
Invasion of privacy.
Yeah, so do you know if what the stipulations on that are around here? I live in Indiana now, so I'm
Regulations on where and what you can photograph?
like how many times I can photograph private houses before it becomes stalking or harassment.
I feel that if somebody asks you to stop photographing their home, I would do so. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the only stipulation there is on it.
Oh, that's what I would go on for right now. Because I guarantee you, if somebody sees you photographing their house, they're going to call us, and then we're going to come out and have to talk with you.
All right.
Okay?
But they can't legally stop me from doing it. It just becomes like a nuisance issue, right?
If you're on the public roadway, you can photograph what you want. It's just more or less just trying to preserve the peace. You know what I mean? So is there anything that happened?
No, not here. I went to New Haven briefly, and I was video recording the exterior of a house that I once lived at, and the owner came out and said, "Delete the video. I don't want to be on your video. I don't know you. I don't know who you're sending it to or whatever." But I did it from a public sidewalk, so. Because they got in their car and pulled away, I figured I would come back a few minutes later and do it. And so I video recorded it again, but not from the sidewalk right next to it, like what I was doing earlier.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on public property, anything that's within view, you can photograph.
And I can use even wide-angle zoom lenses and everything to photograph it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be trying to, peep into people's windows, if they're
Well,
changing and things like that, obviously.
well, yeah.
That's like a voyeurism law, but if you were just taking photographs of the exterior of the building from a public location, yeah.
Even if it's a private house, right?
Yeah, and we have like people who do evaluations. The town hires companies to go around and do evaluations of properties, and we get calls on them too, taking photographs. But that's part of the process. But they're on the main road,
Yeah.
or they're on like public property.
What about a public easement from there too, right?
If it's a public, if it's where the public can go, then it's public property.
Yeah, and that's a constitutional right, so it's all over the country, right?
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
if it's visible to the public, but again, if you're using devices to zoom into people's windows and things like that, that can cover maybe a voyeurism issue. But if you're just on the main road, you're taking a photograph of a house. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful houses around here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Now,